just to give you some announcement on the issue of the semester mark. You are encouraged to come and to make some inquiries if you're having inquiries on the issues of your marks. I'm in the office. Mr. Malulaga is in the office. Make sure that you come before the end of business tomorrow, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, yeah, 2:30, as we have outlined on the on Blackboard. Any question? Yeah. Question?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir. Yeah, from that spreadsheet, there are no marks for those who wrote special tests.
There are no marks for what?
Why?
For what?
The
For
people
special
who wrote
test?
special test.
Those who wrote special test from boardroom.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's fine. So thank you very much. Matonsi, you are one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matonsi.
Yeah, don't worry about the special test. The marks, if you are saying there are no marks, don't worry. When you come and collect your script, we'll sort it out. Please make sure you come and collect your scripts. Those ones who wrote the special test, come and collect your script so that you can check. If we did not put your marks, then you are able to see immediately after collecting your script. Thank you very much, Mr. Anulega.
We got our script after writing.
Oh, you collected your script?
Mr. Bo.
Yes.
Yeah, after writing.
Oh, I know it's fine. We'll capture it. We have written them on the paper. Then we'll capture it. Mr. Malulega.
Yes, Mr. Lebo.
I was saying that I made those announcements, and I'm out.
Thank you very much. Please, to add on what you just said, they have to do that after class. We don't expect anyone to be coming now during class saying, I want to correct my marks. Now it's time for the class. So if you want to correct your marks,
no, right.
You have to come, and we only have today to do that. Tomorrow the marks are needed. So we have only today to correct whatever need to be corrected.
Yes.
So we will send a new spreadsheet before the end of business day with almost all your marks and the formula that you need to calculate your module mark. Yeah, so you'll receive that before the end of business day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, no one should come now during the class. Now the focus is on the class. It's not on the other things.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's continue. Let us. I noticed that the number is going down. The attendance is not looking good at all. It has been declining since the beginning of this month. I don't remember attendance being maybe out of maybe around 50 students. My last class only 31 attended, and this one when I check it's only 29 who are here. So I'm not threatening you or whatever, but if this behavior continues, I can simply say you are playing with fire. Remember what happened in the first semester? We don't want it to happen again. I don't think you want to be reminded on what happened in the first semester. But if the behavior continues like this, one what happened in the first semester may repeat itself. Remember, you may find that you have qualified, but how did you qualify? There are people who managed to qualify and you find that they didn't even pass even a single test, but they qualified. Why did they qualify? They qualified because of the assignment and the quizzes. And if you recall very well, quizzes and the assignment, you are applying the slogan of working together, we can do more. Most of you find that you pass the quiz not even understanding what is happening. You pass the assignment, they just added your name there. So you see, you have to be careful. When you get to the exam, it will be like what? The way you're writing the test, you'll be alone. And there, even if you qualified with 90, if you fail to get 40% in the exam, you have, and your mark is less than 50, you have failed. So you have to be careful. Don't celebrate until you reach the promised land. Now we're halfway. We are still going to the promised land where you have to pass the module. Qualifying doesn't mean that you have passed the module. Don't confuse the two. So if this tendency continues, this chapter is very, very important. It's one of the chapters that is there in the exam. So if you don't attend, so you'll have a problem. But sorry, I'm complaining to wrong people. I'm not supposed to complain to you guys who are here. In fact, I don't know how to reach the other 280 students. I don't know how can I reach those ones because they're not here. But please, if you know them, let them know that Malek is saying if you don't want what happened in the first semester to repeat itself, you must attend the class. So yesterday, I introduced a section called the 2 to the power k factorial design, where I said when coming to that section, we'll be dealing with a different procedure of calculating the sum of squares. You remember from our formula sheet, people were asking that. I don't know if my formula sheet is here. Oh, yeah, it is. Remember, people were asking that what is happening here. Let me show you the formulas that will be using for this section. Here they are. Can you see these formulas, guys? Those are the formulas that we need now to construct an ANOVA table. You need those formulas there. This one is just an example in a case where you have 2 to the power 2, but I'm about to explain that now. So now we are, as I've indicated, this is the last section for this module. So yesterday I introduced 2 to the power k. I explained the meaning of 2, and again I explained the meaning of k. For those who were in class yesterday, they still recall what happened. I tried to explain the meaning of that 2 and the meaning of the k there. Sorry, what's happening? Okay, that's fine. So even on Friday, even in the afternoon, we'll be having that class. So there's a possibility that we can conclude 80% of this section in the afternoon. Friday, we complete everything. Next week, we do revision. We are writing soon. So we have to do revision of everything next week. So I introduced this section, leaders, which is called 2 to the power k factorial design. And I've indicated that if you have a question, please let me know. I indicated yesterday that I said these are experimental designs in which experimental plan calls for the study of the effect on the response of k factors K factors were referring to this one. Why are we writing K? Because K can change. K can be 2, K can be 3, K can be 4, and so forth. So each at 2 levels. 2 levels were, this 2, the one from the thing here, these 2 were, when we say 2 levels, we are referring to these 2 here. So it's strictly on 2 levels. Oh, this one is not supposed to be here. Supposed to, oh yeah, it's fine, it's there. The levels are often denoted as high or low. The levels, these 2, so that is high or low. High is represented by positive, and low is represented by negative. The complete factorial design requires that each level for every factor occur with each level of every, what is happening with this my study guide now? Sorry. The complete factorial design requires that each level of every factor occurs with each level of every other factor, given giving a total of 2 to the power k treatment combinations. Let's understand this statement. The complete factorial design requires that each level of every factor occur with each level of every other factor, giving a total of 2 to the power k treatment combinations. So in this chapter, we will let the letters A, B, C will be used to denote the higher level. Get this one right? The A, B, C, and so forth, D, and it depends what is your K. In this case, A, B, C, up to certain letter there. Small letters, those small letters, it is very, very important to write those things in small letters. Small letters will be used to denote the higher levels of factors A, B, C. Capital letter A will go with small letter a. Whenever we see small letter a, it means A, if A is positive, it means A is high there. If A is negative, it means A is low, but you always report the positive one. And this sign here will be used to denote the lower levels of each factor. I explained this yesterday. In the presence of other letters, we omit the symbols 1. In a case where factor A is high and factor B is high, it means there we don't write what? We don't write there that symbol. We write AB without that symbol. The next section will look at the special method of 2 to the power 2 and 2 to the power 3 factorial design in CRD. So our focus will do an example based on 2 to the power 2. And now we do immediately you capture this one, you understand this one. We just add one factor there. Maybe we have A, B, C, and then we do a quick problem where now we have 3 factors. This one, if you see a 2 there, it means we're having 2 factors. If you see a 3, it means we are having what? 3 factors. If you see a 7, it means we're having 7 factors, and so forth. But for your standard, we'll stop at 2 to the power 3 factorial design. So the model is given by this. The 2 to the power 2 factorial experiment is given by this. Where you know these things, right? Where we'll be having a replication here. You will see it from each and every cell. So R will be one of the things that you need to understand. How do we get R? So to define the model, you see the model is like this, but when you're asked to define the model, you must write all these things. We are used to these ones. So A represents the total of R observations taken at the higher level of A and low level of B. So it means whenever you see A here, it means we're simply saying A is at a higher level, and obvious means B is at lower level. When you see B, it means you are simply saying factor B is in a higher level, while factor A is in lower level. When you see AB, sorry. When you see AB, it means factor A is at a higher level and factor B is also at higher level, because you are reporting what? AB. And this one, call it neutral. It means every factor A is at lower level and factor B is at lower level, which is given by this table here. Suppose we have two factors, factor A and factor B. Factor A is at lower level and factor B is at higher level. Factor A lower level, oh sorry, factor A is at lower level, factor A is lower level and high level, B the same thing. So wherever they intersect, negative and negative, it will produce what? This symbol here. But when you check this one, positive and negative, you report what is high. That's why we're reporting what? We're reporting that A there. And then for B, why are we reporting B here? Factor A is at lower level, but factor B is at higher level. That's why we're reporting B. The last one here says factor A is at higher level and factor B is at higher level. That's why we're writing what? We're writing AB. So this technique, this design here, you have to understand the signs. Where are we getting these signs? There was a year, Mr. Lebo just left now. There was a year where one of our students was suspended. He was found copying, having the signs. He was found with these signs. Let me show you the signs. The student was suspended, and then these signs. He was found having these signs. So he was suspended for having this sign. It was his weapon, these signs. So some of the things, guys, you just have to know them. As I'm trying to explain now, you must know where are we getting these signs. So I'll go to whiteboard now and repeat what I'm saying now. So here, what you have to know for this section is how to find the means. The means. I will explain how to do it. Here's the formula here. A-B interaction, the difference between the diagonal means is, so you've been, I'll explain how do you get this information here from that table there. So obviously this one is clear. For you to find the total for low, for factor A is neutral plus B to find the total, and to find for when is factor A is high, is be what? A plus AB. Same applies to factor B. You go down now, neutral plus A. Supposed to be an equality sign right here. We're supposed to have an equality sign somewhere here. So there's a typo here. It's a typo. A 1 plus A equal to Y dot 1 dot. It's a equality sign missing there. So now, let's take this in the form of an example. Let me go back to the whiteboard now. I want to explain the sign. I don't want anyone to be I don't want anyone to be suspended because of the student was found with the signs. So any questions so far? Any questions so far? Feel free, guys. So now we'll go to whiteboard now. Do you remember when I was explaining this yesterday? Anyone who still remember what was I saying by this yesterday? Can anyone just I just want to check if you're following yesterday. Anyone who still recall what I said about this science yesterday? Why are we having a negative here?
It because we recorded a low value of factor A and low value of factor B.
Yes, that's why we are having negative, right?
Yes.
Yes. Can you please explain even the other signs so that those who missed our class yesterday, they can follow. If you make a mistake, it's fine. I will correct you. Don't be afraid.
Since we have negative for A and negative for B, why do we have a positive for A and B? Sir,
I'm listening, Chris.
yeah, I'm asking.
I thought you were explaining.
I want to know about the last column. Since I know that for A, the minus means it's the low value, and for
Oh, you
B,
mean the last one, this one?
yeah, why is it positive?
You multiplication, you multiply the signs. Now it's A by B. Multiplication, you
Oh,
multiply the sign of A and the sign of B.
okay.
So now you can explain, Christoph. I think now you understand.
Okay. Then for the small letter A, we have a positive at factor A because it's the high value, and for factor B, it's negative because it's a low value. Am I correct, sir?
Chris?
Yes, I was explaining that for the small letter A, we have a positive on factor A because it's the high value, and
Yes.
negative for factor B because it's the low value.
Yes. So AB, why are we having AB? The last row?
AB, it's when we have a high value for factor A and also high value for factor B.
Thank you very much. So now, as I've indicated, for you to solve these problems, you need these signs. So anyone who's still having some challenges with the signs? Anyone who's still having some challenges with the sign? We're fine, right? Now, I want to go to an example now. You need the signs. You need to understand how to get these signs. So, let's go to an example now from the study guide. This is one of the easiest chapter.
Sir,
Novella.
can you please explain again the AB part?
Yes, Chris. Just afraid to say Chris explain the last value, the last part AB. Chris,
Yes, sir.
Novella is asking a question. Yeah, Novella, he's listening.
Uh, for AB,
The
we
signs for the yeah.
for the last row, it's a positive for factor A because we recorded the high value for factor A and also high value for factor B. So there's no low value for AB.
Do you follow, Novella?
Yes. Thank you too.
Thank you. Now let's go to a question. I want us to apply whatever we're saying now. So here now will be, we have to form what is called the contrast. Now, this is the next step now. The contrast, you form it by using the signs. The contrast, you form them by using the signs. So let me show you how do you create the first contrast, the second contrast, and so forth. So now, before I go to an example, I have to explain this. I was still looking for my writing pad. Finally, I managed to find it. That's why I delayed a little bit, but sorry for that. So now, can you see the whiteboard?
Yes.
Thank you very much. The signs, we have now agreed about the signs that are like this. A, B, A, B. We said this one is negative, negative, positive because we have A here. Check, we have A. So since we have A, we'll have what? A positive. For this one, do we have A here? No. So this one is be negative because it's capital letter B and A, so we don't have an A. You are focusing on this side. If you have small letter A and a capital letter A, it means you report positive. The first one we reported negative because we have only what neutral. So this one, we have what? Capital letter A and a small letter B. So it's what? It's negative. We don't have A there. So this one, capital letter B and what? Capital letter B and small letter B, positive. The last one, do we have A or B? Yes, we have A there. And this one, do we have A or B? Yes, we have B there. The last one, you apply multiplication rule. Multiplication rule, AB. If you don't know, use your calculator. Negative by negative. Negative by negative is equal to what? Positive. Positive by negative, negative. Negative by positive, negative. Positive by positive equal to positive. Do you follow, guys? Because now we need these signs. You must understand the signs. Yeah. Negative by positive is equal to negative. So now we have what you call contrast. Contrast. Oh, this one is not needed. Contrast. So we must have this one must have contrast of A, contrast of B, and contrast of AB. Usually we write them here, like this. We say contrast of A, contrast of B, contrast of C. So how do you find the contrast? You use the signs. For example, let's focus on A. So for you not to make mistakes with the signs, you start from the bottom going up. You start from the bottom going up for you not to make a mistake. Because if you can check the neutral start with a -1. So it's easy to make mistakes. So what do? The contrast of A is formed by what? AB. Or maybe let me change the colors of this. Let me just change the colors of this. Let me change a different color. This is 1. Now this is A. And this is B. So is A, like now our focus is on this A, right, guys? A is formed by what? Positive AB. Can you see it? Positive AB. That's why it's positive here. Minus what? Minus B. Minus B plus A minus. Can you see it, guys? Let's check. We're saying it's AB because it's for A. We're focusing on contrast of what? Contrast of A. Contrast of A. We have to form contrast of A using these signs. So we're simply saying AB is positive. That's why we wrote AB there. Minus B. B is negative. Here it is. For A, B is negative. For this row, for this column. That's why we said minus B there. Plus A. A is positive. Here it is. -1. Any question? Any question, guys? No question. Can someone give me the contrast of B? Yes.
So what do we use this contrast for?
We're going to find sum of squares. By doing this, we're busy trying to get information that will help us to find the sum of squares. After this, we'll construct another table. I will show you immediately after finding this. So can someone give me the contrast of B? Now we're on B now. We're here. Give me the contrast of B. Not Christopher, please.
AB
AB
plus B
plus B, right?
yes
Yes.
minus A
Minus A.
minus
Oh, A. Wait. Minus A is what? A is this one. Yes.
minus 1.
Minus 1. Anyone who doesn't follow? Anyone who's not following? Now the last one, a different person. Let's get the last one. Contrast of AB.
Yeah, it's going to be AB.
It's going to be AB
Minus B.
minus B. Okay.
Minus A.
Minus B. And then
Minus A.
minus A.
Plus 1.
Oh, sorry. Plus 1, right?
Yes.
So the question that was asked by leadership Chris, we're about to answer it now. So I'm happy because you know where we're getting these signs. So I don't think you joined that guy who was suspended for being found with this sign. So as Chris was saying, where are we going to use these signs? If you can check the thing that I was sharing with you guys, it says from the study guide, it says the formula, we have only one formula for this general formula. We say SS factor is equal to contrast factor squared divided by the number of replications. Sorry, the number of replications. This is the formula that we'll be using, leadership, Chris. I want to. What's the pen with this table? I'm sorry. Okay, yes. Equal to R, the number of replications, multiplied by contrast factor coefficient all squared. I will explain this one, how it works, but this is the easiest. This formula is there in your study guide, guys. So this is the formula that we'll be using. Yes.
In the study guide, there is a summation of the contrast in the denominator.
You're saying?
Summation of the brackets in the denominator.
Or summation, right? Let me write it like this. Thank you very much, Chris, because you are right. We're going to sum the coefficients. Divide by, it says R, right, Chris? Summation of
Yes.
contrast factor coefficients, isn't it? Squared. So that one, you should not stress on this part here. The denominator, this part here, this part, the one that Chris was trying to correct me. This part, guys, except the R, right? Except that R. This, it will depend if we are given two factors. If we are given two factors, let's say A and B, it means the denominator, the part that is circled there, it will be 2 to the power 2. So which is what? Which is equal to 4. So this part will be replaced by what? By 4. So sometimes this formula, if our focus is on 2 to the power 2, in a case of 2 to the power 2, now your k is what? K is equal to what? It's equal to 2. So it means in this case, we're simply saying what? We're having factor A and factor B. So when you write that formula, you will say SS factor equal to contrast factor squared divided by 4R. 4R because this is the number of replications. But this one, as long as our focus is on 2 to the power 2, this will always be 4. And for maybe 2 to the power 3, where we have 3 factors, what is this? This is 8, right? So it means when you write this formula, it will be SS factor equal to contrast factor squared divided by what? 8r. If it's 2 to the power 7, it means it will be, if it's 2 to the power 7, let's say it's 2 to the power 7. When you write the formula, it means it's SS factor equal to contrast factor squared divided by, what is 2 to the power 7? Anyone with a calculator?
128.
It means it's 128r. Do you understand what I mean? So don't worry about how do you get that. You just check the problem given. How many factors do you have? If it's 2, say 2 to the power 2. If it's 3, 2 to the power 3. So you get that information. So allow me to go back to what I was explaining. So this is the only formula that you need, guys, to find the what? The sum of squares. So if you want to find contrast of B, if you want to find the contrast of B, so Chris, can you please give me the data set from that study guide? It seems like we are having the study guide with you. There's a question from your study guide, I think, before we start 2 to the power 3 factorial, whatever. Because I want to be closer to these things that we... Chris, are you still there? Or anyone who's having the study guide, can you please help me with that example? The table.
Okay.
Just give me the table. The table only.
Okay. For treatment combination.
Okay, wait. Treatment combinations.
Yes, it's 1A, B, and AB.
It's 1, A, B, A, B. And then what are the...
Another column is replicate. Replicate number 1, 2, 3.
Replicate 1, 2, 3. Yes. Give me the values in the row. The first row.
28, 25,
25.
27.
Yes. In the meantime, the other guys, can you please give us the totals here for each level for all these combinations? Yes.
36,
36.
36, 32, 32.
Yes.
18, 19, 23.
Yes. The last one.
31, 30, 29.
Guys, give me the totals. Guys, you cannot tell me you're waiting for Christopher to finish and then now we want to do the totals. Give me the totals, not Christopher, please.
Sir, for the rows.
Yes.
80.
80.
100.
Yes.
60.
Yes.
91.
91. Check here. There's 30 and these two will give me the one. It can't be 91. Check.
It's 90, sir.
90.
This value.
90.
Yes. So what is your total? Total?
It's 330, sir.
So now, what Chris was saying, let's use we know the signs now. We know the roots of the signs. Let's find contrast of A. Contrast of A will be given by what? Now you know the signs. You know how to, even if when you see this, you know where to. Now, what we'll be using, guys, to do some calculations, we use the totals. Now we don't use the original values now. Now we use the totals. We use this part now. So let's give me contrast of A.
Fifth.
No, contrast of A. Give me the formula.
Oh, it's A plus AB.
Contrast of A is AB, right?
A plus AB.
Yes, as long as addition is, you know, the rule of this is right? Am I wrong?
Man, yeah,
Am I
it's
correct?
correct.
So this is equal to, now you check, AB is what? It's 90, right? You say 90 plus anything that what total that's in line with A, with this A is what? It's 100. In line with B is what? Is 60. In line with 1 is what? Is 80. You find the answer. Contrast of B is AB minus A plus B minus 1. What is the final answer? Or let's do you focus on the order. 90 minus 100 plus 60 minus 80. What are you getting, guys?
Contrast of A is 50.
It's 50, right? Okay. I'm told for this one is 50, and for this one is what?
For B is 69. 69.
Can you please someone confirm the value? 69. How did you get 69, my brother? 69 with these values without, can't be 69.
Wait,
Check.
Wait, sir, must we have to minus 1?
Yes. Or my numbers are not correct.
Let me check again. Maybe mine are not correct.
So for
Can I
B,
get
I'm getting,
It's negative 30.
yeah,
You're
negative
getting
30.
what? Negative 30.
Negative 30.
And for thank you. Contrast of AB. AB, you know, is 90.
10.
10.
Final answer is 10. Yes, the final answer is 10.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you confirm the values, please?
Yeah,
10
that
is
one
9.
I believe was not correct, sir.
The 10, let's confirm the 10 before I continue.
It's
Let's confirm the 10.
It is correct.
It's correct. I want you to confirm, because if now I'm avoiding a situation where I'll be writing these things and then at the end people will say, no, that value is not correct. Let me just write it like so that those who are not here, we can accommodate them. There are people who are not here because of network, and there are some who are not here because they don't want to be here. So with this one is what to be 90 minus 60 minus 100 plus 80. So these two will give you 170. 170 is 10. It's equal to 10. So now, Chris, your question now, to find the SSA. SSA, you simply say 50 squared divided by 4R, which is 50 squared divided by 4. How many replications do we have from the question? Is 3, right? We have 3 replications, right?
Yes.
From the treatment combinations. So for you to find SSA, that's how we find it. The 4, remember, the 4 is from 2 to the power That 4 is 2 to the power 2. That is why we're having what? We're having the 4. We're having only 2 factors. We're having factor A and B. So we have 2 factors. That's why we're saying 2, how many? K. Our K is equal to 2. That's why we're saying 2 to the power 2 is equal to what? 4. So what is, and then you move to SSB, you do the same. SSB, so let's go. SSB, now it will be what? Minus 30 squared divided by 4 by 3. And the last one, do the calculations, guys. SSA by B is 10 squared divided by 4 by 3. What are we having? So as I've indicated yesterday, we are going to use 2 methods to solve these questions. The first one is this method, the one that I'm applying now. The second method is the Yates algorithm, where you don't need the signs. For the Yates algorithm, you don't need the signs. So can you please give me the answers for the sum of squares?
Yeah, the first one is SSA is 210.8.33.
208.33.
Yeah.
This one?
The second one is 75.
The third one?
Is 8.33.
Now we go to sum of SSTO. SSTO, still the same thing, isn't it? You square the values, minus 330 squared over what? 4 multiplied by 3. When we square all the values, what are you having? Square all the values because we need to find SSE. Finding SS total, you do it the normal way. Can I give you 2 minutes to do that? There are the values. Please find SS total. I'm waiting for you guys. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so,
Yes. Okay. Yes.
yeah, I found 323. Then for the square city 9,398.
Hey, my brother, just read the values one by one. It's 9,
3,
3,
9,
9.
8.
The final answer is what?
Is 323.
They are not decimals.
No.
What are you getting, guys? Are you getting the same answer?
Yes.
So now SSE is given by SSTO minus SSA, SSB, SS AB. Which this one you told me is you said 208, right? Oh, this one is sorry. 323 minus 208 minus what, guys? 75 minus
8.33.
sorry
8.33.
8.333. What are you getting?
31.334.
This information is there, guys, on your study guide. Né? It's there on your study guide. So we have this information, guys. You're saying it's what, my brother?
Oh, it's 31.334.
1.33. Yes. So ANOVA now. Your ANOVA now will be given by source of variation. Now we have what? We have main effect. Main effect, which is A and B. Interaction, which is AB. We have the error and we have the total. So degrees of freedom, the degrees of freedom for the main effect and the interaction is 1, because we are checking these things in the levels. We have only 2 levels, either high or low. So it's always 1. The degrees of freedom here is always 1. In other words, sum of SSA is be equal to MSA. MSB will be equal to MSB or SSB. The last one, SSA by B, will be equal to MSA by B. Do you follow, guys? Because we are dividing by what? By 1. So the degrees of freedom is 1 because we have only 2 levels. It's either at the high level or at lower level. So always is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. The degrees of freedom of total is 2 to the power k minus 2 to the power k r minus 1. So the degrees of freedom of total is r 2 to the power k minus 1. In our case, it means we have 3 replications multiplied by 2 to the power 2 minus 1. What is the answer? I think it's 11, right?
Yes.
11 minus 3. 11 minus 3
8.
is 8. So now, sum of squares. What do we have for the main effects? We said the 203, 208, sorry. Someone said 208, 208.33, 75. This one he said is what leadership?
Is 8.33 for internet.
8.33, and the one for the error?
Is 31.33.
And total he said the 323.
Yeah, 323.
Yeah, and then this one you can say, you can simply say, you put a bracket, right? It says it's the same as what? As this one. Or if you are not as lazy, you can repeat the numbers. You can write the numbers. And write the numbers, copy the numbers again, that this one is 208.33. Now we're talking about MS because you're dividing by 1, right? They won't change. The only thing that is going to change is the error because now I'm dividing by 8. So 31.33 divided by 8
Is 3.916.
It's what?
3.196.
Let's find the F.
I mean 916. Ish.
3.916.
916. Yeah.
Yes. F 208 divided by 3 point. Let's help each other, guys. Time is no longer on our side.
53.19.
53.
Yes.
Point
19.
19. The second one?
19.15.
19.
Yes.
The last one?
I said 15, not 75.
1. Thank you very much.
The last one is 2.13.
2.13. So from the study guide, for you to find the error, there's a formula there, but you just complicate life. Another formula for you to find this error, if you don't want to use substitute method, it says 2 to the power k r minus 1. I think the formula is like that, if I'm not mistaken. So this is correct because it will be 2 to the power 2 into 3 minus 1. You also get what? You also get 8. So now, this is the how to construct an ANOVA table. Is it difficult, guys? Is it difficult?
No.
The easiest, right? What is the secret? Is to know the signs. You have to know where the signs are coming from. You have to know where the signs are coming from. Immediately you master the signs, you are fine. So now I just want us to get the test of 2 to the power 3. In the afternoon, we'll do the hypothesis testing. We'll do the hypothesis testing for that question. But now I just want to check a feeling of, suppose with the remaining minutes, suppose we have 3 factors, A, B, and C. So it means what we're having a case where k is equal to what? 3 to the power k, where k is equal to 3, which implies that we'll have what? 2 to the power 3 problem. So now I want to check if you mastered the signs. We're having 2 to the power 3 now. So we'll have what? We'll have neutral. We'll have A, right? We have 3 factors now. We'll have B. We can multiply the 2, AB. We can have C. Remember, it's 2 to the power 3. We're having 3 factors, A, B, and C. So A, B, we multiply the 2. We have C. What comes next? AC. AC, right? BC. What other combination can we have? We have the main factors that are 3. Now let's multiply them. We can have AB. AB is covered, right? We can have BC. AC. AC is covered. We can have BC. BC is covered. Now when the 3 are interacting is what? ABC. Now let's come up with the signs. So whatever is appearing this side should also appear here, except the neutral. That's where we're saying when we want to find the signs, we exclude the neutral. You don't put the neutral again on top here. So A, B, C, A, C, B, C, A, B, C. Let's go. Chris, I'm sure that you are still here. Can you please, I want someone to give us the first signs, not you. Not you. Can you please select a member from class? Check their names there from the thing. From the class list. Can you please ask someone to help us with the signs for A?
Raymond.
Raymond, is Raymond in?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let's go.
It's going to be negative and negative.
Negative.
Oh.
We are going down. We are going down.
We're going down.
Yes, we're going
It's
down.
positive.
We're completing A. Sorry?
It's positive then.
Positive.
Negative.
Negative.
Positive.
Positive.
Negative.
Negative.
Positive.
Positive.
Negative.
Negative.
Positive.
Positive. Can you see some order here? What is happening? We said negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Can you see it, Chris? Malep.
Yes.
Let's go to the second one. Select a member from class Malepe. Ray? Don't be afraid of this woman. Call them.
Okay. I'm gonna give that one.
Sorry?
Tato Sarah.
Tato? Is she in class leadership?
Yes, he's here.
Okay, let's go. Wataka, I'm still in class. I'll call you at 1. Yes, can someone try? If Sarah is not.
Okay.
Yes, let's give us the signs of B.
Negative.
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 Yes.
Negative again, sir.
The third one. Check it
And
nice.
positive.
Check it nice, Tato. Yes.
Then the fourth one is positive.
Okay.
Then the next one is negative.
Okay.
Then negative. Then positive.
And positive, right?
Then
you see
positive.
the order here is negative, 2
Yes.
negatives, 2 positives, 2 negatives, 2 positives. But it will depend on how did you order these things. How did you order these things? So let's go. Multiplication. Musiburi, multiplication. Multiply the signs. Negative, negative is positive, right? Negative, negative, positive, negative, negative. What? Still another negative, right? Something here which is not right. This one is positive, right? Negative, positive. Let's go to C. Can someone give us the signs for C? And then we'll call it a day. For C?
The first one is negative.
Negative. Yes.
The second one is also negative.
Negative, negative,
Negative.
negative,
Positive.
negative, right?
No, the fourth one, okay. Number C one is positive.
Positive,
Positive again. Positive again.
positive,
Positive
positive,
again.
right? So when you want to find AC, you look for the sign of A, the sign of A, and the sign of C. When you want to find this one and this one, now you multiply them. AC, you check the sign of A and the sign of C. Negative and negative will give you what? positive. Positive and negative will give you negative. Negative and negative will give you positive. Do you understand, guys? So if you
Yes.
want to find the sign of A, B, C, don't look for sign of A, sign of B, and sign of C. No, because you know there's a part where you are having what? A, B, which is which part? This part here. You see, you have A, B. You want to multiply with what? With C. So if you multiply this one and this one, you'll get what? You'll get the last column. So it just need practice. Just need
So, sir,
practice. So
if
yes,
if I use B, C, and A, will I still get the same thing?
you'll get the same thing. You're saying what?
B, C, and A.
B, C, and A. Yes, you'll get the same thing.
Okay.
Or you want to use this one, and A.
Yeah.
It's still fine. You'll get the same thing.
Okay.
So before you start solving this type of problems, you must make sure that your signs are correct, because you need immediately write the signs down. You find the totals for treatment combinations. Remember, we know that these are what? We know that these are, oh, sorry, these are treatment combinations. Treatment combinations. So signs are very, very important in this case. So in the afternoon, we will do the hypothesis testing in the afternoon for 2 to the power 2. After that, we apply the second method to solve the same thing, which is called the Yates algorithm, where now you don't need what? You don't need the signs now. There's some logic that you have to apply. You don't need signs anymore. So, but there, with that procedure, order is very, very important. The order is very, very important. If your things are not in order, you'll get wrong results. Any question? So constructing the ANOVA table, we have noticed that is not difficult. For 2 to the power 2, same applies to 2 to the power 3. If you have the totals, if you have the totals of the treatment combinations, if you have the totals of this, for you to find the contrast of A, you need these signs. For you to find contrast of B, you need the signs of B. Same applies to AB. So it means for here, for this one, you'll be testing for how many things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll have sum of squares of A, sum of squares of B, of AB, AC, BC, ABC, and C. The C, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you find the sum of squares of these things here. But it looks like it's difficult to construct the ANOVA table of this section is the easiest, because if you get the signs right, you are fine. Any question? It's time up. So those who want to see us, come now. At 1:30, we're having a meeting. So those who are not far, come now. If you want to confirm your marks, if I've changed for those who were here earlier, feel free to come. If you want to check if I've changed your marks, please feel free. You can come. I'll be doing that from now on until 3 o'clock. Thank you very much.